So, Reddit, the hellhole where the scoundrels of society run off to, and what better way to use it than to find the top 10 manga of all time, given to us happily by the all-knowing sage, dataweaboo. Welcome to Anime Donut, your #1 source for anime and manga news and videos. Which do you prefer, cream-filled or jam-filled? It doesn't matter really, I can give you either. Number 10, welcome to Demon School Urumikun. So we're starting off our list with something that's quite tame. And it's Welcome to Demon School, Urumikun. This manga already has an anime series that's actually really good, and it's basically about a human kid being sold off by his parents to a demon to be their slave. And trust me, that word is gonna come back again and again throughout this entire video. Honestly, this series is pretty cool since it's basically a classic zero to hero story without, well, the heroes, because they're all demons. We even have a video recapping the series, so if you want to watch it, then go right ahead. Uruma is a pretty chill MC and pretty wholesome. I guess it's a little tame for this list because things are gonna get pretty wild. And you would not believe just how much I have to do to make sure this video doesn't get demonetized. I guess Urumikun is just a pretty good manga that deserves to be here. Number 9, Asoko de Hataraku Masubu-san. Now we're getting into the degenerate stuff that all of you love to watch. I know you're there, don't be afraid, come into the light. Why did I call you? Well, because in this manga, our boy Sagami starts working in a rubber products manufacturing company, and he falls in love with his co-worker, Musubu Kondo. Do you know what's made of rubber? Yes, condoms. The thing you put on your ding-dong. And fortunately for Sagami, Kondo just asked him to give feedback on the condom she's making. Yep, that's quite literally the synopsis you could find on MAL. And this whole manga story is based on this dude trying to bag this girl and help her make the best condom there is. I mean, how? How do you get approved as an official condom tester? Do they find the perfect ding-dong?
Nice.
If anyone is a condom tester, let me know in the comments below how it works. Anyway, yeah, there is some romance in this, but you bet there's gonna be a lot of fan service. Surprisingly though, the 5 legends that gave it a rating on MAL all said it was good. Number 8, I may be a villainess, but please make me your SS. So I don't know if I should actually say the last 2 words of the title because it might actually make YouTube tear down this video, burn it, and then call the police on me. Yes, she may be a villainess, but she deserves the horny bonk so much that she wants to be your SS. Yep, I'm just gonna say SS from now on. This manga is so new, it only has 3 chapters and doesn't even have a page on MAL, but you have to give it props for getting the top 8 spot, even though it releases 1 chapter a month. I mean, dude, this is basically just a doujin. Chapter 1 literally starts with a bed scene, and I know you're interested, so the story goes like this. The villainous ice princess was exiled and her engagement was called off. Now she's the SS of a guy named Kaido, who was previously her servant and surprisingly was reincarnated after getting hit by Truck-kun, who already unlocked his Call of Duty nuke. Number 7, I was reincarnated as the scumbag from a Netherrare manga, but the heroine is coming on to me. From SS, we're now going to Netherrare, or NTR. How low has humanity fallen that we're now talking about a manga that's literally about NTR? Anyway, the guy here was obviously reincarnated, but he's become the douche that's supposed to steal the heroine away from the main guy. But he's a cool dude and respects the bro code, so he doesn't do it. But obviously we already know what's going on, but it's not as easy as you might think because the heroine herself is the one chasing the reincarnated guy. It ain't a violation if you're not the one coming, right? What's weird is that this NTR manga is actually trying to avoid doing NTR. It's like an Uno reverse card doing another Uno reverse card. I don't actually know what to expect from this manga, but according to the reader, instead of trying to fix plot holes, the author decided there's just not going to be any. Which is a plus, I guess. Number 6, Chained Soldier. Well, we aren't done with slaves because this list was just like America during the Confederate days. How is this one different from the last one? Well, it's because the slave in question actually likes being one. I mean, when he does become one, he turns into this ultra powerful monster that can destroy gigantic monsters without even really having any problems. Best of all, the reward. The more he exerts himself, the better the reward, and it isn't gold like you would normally think. Remember, we're degenerates here, so it needs to be something a little more fitting. Of course, his reward is for his master to do lewd things, and then it becomes extra lewd when he goes all out. It's got tons and tons of fan service, but surprisingly, it's not like High School DD because the action is pretty good. You might also be surprised to find out that the anime was also just released. Like and subscribe if you also want to be a slave. Number 5, the 100 girlfriends who really love you. And we're not done, because if a series has 5 reallys in it, it's either going to be so bad it's good or just straight up horrible. Luckily for you, this series just happened to be the good kind of trash, and fans are loving it. In this series, a guy who was always rejected wished to a goddess that he wants to finally experience love, and the goddess said, "Don't worry fam, I got you." Well, this is why we say you should be careful what you wish for, because for this dude, it came true and then some. The worst, or I guess the best thing about it, is that he just can't reject any of the girls, because if he does, they die. This is an insanely unique twist to the harem genre because he didn't want to have 100 girlfriends, it was only forced on him. It also has everything you'd want with every trope present because, I mean, there are 100 girls here. From tsunderes to yanderes to dairy-deries to sukideries and even lollies, there's tons of them to choose from. And you don't know which dearie I just made up. Number 4, Dandadan. Finally, there's a manga that isn't degeneracy personified. Or so we thought. Dandadan might look like a cool supernatural series that has elements of Mob Psycho mixed in with a little bit of My Hero Academia and Jujutsu Kaisen, but get ready because you'll be totally surprised that the reason why all of this happened was because the main girl and main guy made a bet if either aliens or ghosts existed. Well, they made the right choice because both of them did. They instantly got into trouble because the aliens wanted to make babies with the girl using their artificial bananas, while the ghost grandma the guy met, well, took his Christmas balls, let's say. I won't spoil you anymore, but from what I just revealed, you already know things are gonna get wild. It's sometimes similar to Chain Soldier, but it has less fan service and, surprise, actually focuses on the plot and action. You also know that a manga is typically great once it has an anime adaptation, and the Dandadan anime is coming in 2024. Number 3, Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. Yes, yes, and yes, degenerates be gone. This manga is for the legends, for the chads, for the sigmas. There is literally, and I mean quite literally, no fan service in Frieren, unless you consider very thick shorts to be fan service. This is a slow-paced, emotional, and very simple manga that is a story about an elf trying to complete every single side quest there is. The world building is insane, on par with Mushoku Tensei, and the characters are so well written they will destroy you from the inside. I mean, I saw my dog cry just because Frieren found a bunch of flowers. For an isekai, I can rate the animation quality an A+++, to the point where just one of the characters wearing clothes had more budget than the entire 3rd season of 7 Deadly Sins. Words cannot express how good I think this manga is, and it might not be for everyone, especially adrenaline junkies that like Jujutsu Kaisen, because it has fights in every other episode. For me, Frieren is an insanely well done masterpiece that I wish would have more episodes than Attack on Titan. Number 2, and forgive me because I couldn't find the English title, Anansan wa diate, 3byo de gatai shitai. Melons. Sheer gigantic melons. Melons is the one word that I would use to describe this series, and boy, does it have some big melons. There's actually no synopsis on websites like MAL, but don't worry, Papa Anime Donut is here to help you out. In a nutshell, this series is about love in the workplace, and with that, the cast are adults. It just started publishing in April of 2023, so it's fairly new, but you know why Anansan got number 2. Again, melons. It's an ecchi series, and I actually don't really know what to feel about it. It doesn't have enough chapters for me to give an accurate review or description, but judging from what I've seen so far, it's pretty solid as an ecchi manga goes. Just check it out and see for yourself. Number 1, Chainsaw Man. We all know this manga, heck, some of you might have even watched the anime. It's Chainsaw Man, the perfect manga to reincarnate that dead, edgy 15-year-old inside of you. It's a perfect mix of violence and degeneracy and just full-on depression. Trust me when I say that the anime is pretty chill for now, and if they do decide to make a season 2, then you might just need to prepare yourself because you'll be mourning for a character that doesn't even exist in real life. It's a bit sad that the anime didn't quite get the hype that it deserved, but just let it cook. Manga readers know what I'm talking about. Chainsaw Man is gonna be the second coming of Attack on Titan, but most characters are just plain stupid. The art, the action, and the twists are gonna blow your mind away, and there's no reason why it shouldn't be at the top of our list. Fujimoto is truly an artist, and the writing of Chainsaw Man keeps getting better, especially now that part 2 is popping off. And that ends our video on Reddit's choice of the top 10 manga. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, or even share it so you'll also get 100 girlfriends. Any feedback is also always appreciated so we can make our content better for you. But before you go, have you ever wondered if Solo Leveling, the newest manhwa adapted into an anime, is worth the hype? Check out this video. That's gonna be it for this one. Anime Donut rolling out.